What's up, you sexy ass sexies? We're back with another Mind of Migs episode. I think this is number 4 now. I added a new camera so you can see my hands. I thought that might be interesting. But we're gonna jump in here with the game versus Hellraiser Poggers. I actually haven't played Hellraiser in a long time. I don't know what he does these days, so maybe this is actually perfect. Because that's actually use my brain. So I don't know. I'm gonna play 3 racks. I'm playing a lot of 3 racks. Kira's playing a lot of 3 racks. Terran's playing 3 racks. I would say it's pretty good. Pretty standard, pretty safe. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. As for my second camera, hopefully that actually I don't really see. I think it just looks kind of interesting maybe to see how my hands are moving and stuff like that. Don't know. I guess I'm doing it for the content. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys think anything. But Hellraiser plays a bit different. He likes his DT builds, but then also he's not afraid to play like Stargate into Colossus. I think he's particularly like in tournaments a bit more known for going like heavy Phoenix into Carrier Colossus and stuff like that. So gonna keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. It's pretty good on maps like 2K because defending the 4th base and your 3rd base is a bit easier. You know, maybe you can put cannons batteries here and then cannons batteries here, and you kind of like rotate between the 2 bases. So I would say that that's a pretty good layout for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and do my 3 racks, but I'm gonna do it a bit differently. I saw you Thermal do this, where he goes 2 Reapers and then 2 Marines off of a reactor first. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know, would I like the green better or the red? I think we should just do green. Okay. So this is me betting he's not choosing me. Like, I think it's pretty uncommon for at least in my experience for the pro gamers to cheese me. Unless they're skill checking me, but you can definitely SCV scout with this build. I'm gonna go ahead and add the racks there. Notice we continuously mining gas because we're building 2 Reapers first, which means I'm using more gas than usual. So I want to mine more gas. Quick math. And then we're gonna send the Reapers around. I'll build the bunker down here. Okay, Reapers are gonna go around. I'll rally the Marines up here just in case. But because I did an SCV scout, I'm able to hit my command center timing at 1 minute and 40 seconds. Which usually is enough time for it to finish as the Adept shades in if they just send it across the map off of Cyber first. So those extra 5 seconds, because if you SCV scout, it could be delayed up to like 147, for example. Because you also end up pulling a worker for the... Okay, that's 1 probe. Bump that one. And here we see a Twilight. I think 3 probes is pretty worth it. I'm gonna go down here. I kind of want to see what was down there. Seems like it's his original gateway. So 2 gateways, Twilight. So far, pretty standard. I'm gonna go ahead. Build that depot. And make sure my... Okay, sorry, I just wanted to make sure my OBS wasn't lagging. I don't want a terrible YouTube video. Gonna go ahead and start our eBay now. And now we just go into normal 3 racks. Make sure you're always building depots. At this point, you could even build 2 at a time. I also don't want to show the Marauders. Nice. That's actually really good for us because we able to prevent him from seeing us move out. Alright, honestly, yeah, my computer. So subscribe and donate so I can make higher quality videos. Thank you. Okay. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to shift the graphics there. It's a bit frustrating for me with the low FPS. It's actually, I'm very particular about it, unfortunately, so I'm sorry. I feel like I failed you guys as a content creator. But we're gonna go ahead and move out now with our Marauders here. We could have actually probably moved a little bit earlier. Australia says that my timing is kind of booty cheeks. Says I could move out earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I just gotta be careful there. Like I said, keep building depots. You know, usually one depot at a time is fine, but with 3 racks, it's actually a bit more. I want to build a bit more. Go ahead and do that. Okay, now we're just gonna see if he's taking a third. He has. We'll just kill the pylon in this case, because. And then get out of there. Start a third. Alright, I would say that was kind of not worth it. But he built like 2, 3 batteries. He used a super battery and so that means that was already dead. Okay, we're gonna transition here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our next 2 barracks. Put them down here. I like building them here because I feel like the how do I say it? Oh, I need to move this one a little bit. But I feel like the units come down faster, especially when you need reinforcements. And I feel like when they're in your main, it's a lot harder to get enough down. Especially if you're holding at your third, for example. So I feel like the units coming in faster makes a bit of a difference, Copium. But here we're going to get armor now. And we're still hitting a really nice timing. Good supply, good army. We have a third base kicking up. We got 5 Raxes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a scan now on the natural. And I see he's missing a gas, and he's also building an additional gateways. So I'm not worried about Colossus at this point. It seems like my opponent is playing gateway style. Gonna go ahead and just land this right away. I can transfer some of these. There's an observer right there. So I'm gonna leave my army there, just like pretend I didn't see it and kill it. Just right there. Okay. So one thing that's going to be a bit important here is map vision, because when I move out, you know, he's playing mass gateway style, so he's going to have a lot of gateway units, and therefore zealot run bys are even more likely, and some fat zealot run bys as well. So I'm not going to salvage that bunker, and I'm going to keep pumping out units. I want to see if he sends the zealot run by quickly before it hits my base, so that I have extra time to react, because it's always annoying when you're on the other side of the map and then you're not able to react as well as you maybe could have, because you have to worry about holding or saving your army, right? Like, you don't want to be losing your army until, I don't know, like a disruptor ball or something like that. So it's a bit annoying to deal with, but we're just gonna try to play around it a little bit, get ahead of the curve by just establishing that map vision, I suppose. And like, for example, this mine, you could burrow it there, so you can see if he kind of decides to go that way. I'm gonna drop a scan here. So mostly just gateway units. We'll keep that marine. I'll kill this pylon actually, because I'm already here. And then at this point, right, I'm not worried about a run by, because I already have a group of army at home, or a good amount of army at home. So doing good. We can stop building some ghost. Could even leave a mine there. See, my opponent has 1-1. And then, you know, I could even go the extra step and like set up a sensor tower around there. Now I'm gonna want to build an armory and another eBay, and then I'm gonna take a 4th. And then yeah, the army movement is just really, really important. Underrated, you know. Having map vision, it is a bit tough, especially, you know, at the, I imagine like diamond and stuff like that, where it's not exactly easy for you to move around with 2 groups of armies. But if you can get the hang of it or practice it, it's actually really good. This is a good trade for me. No, he's missing like his entire army. I feel like I had another liberator, by the way. Like, did it die? And I'll build these around here. I'm gonna build like a little wall off around my PF to counteract Blink DT, because you know at some point it's gonna be coming around. Very good mine hits for us there. So I haven't seen any High Templar, so I'm gonna be a bit careful here. I'm anticipating some sort of Colossus or, you know, I always do that. Disruptor, some kind of higher tier splash damage, or any splash damage really. Because obviously it's a bit unusual when an opponent doesn't play Colossus, right? So that's why I'm consistently scanning. I'll EMP the Immortals here, always very nice. Okay, that's a good like little thing there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add some Liberate Harass. We'll go ahead and take this. It also would have been a bit nice to snipe the Observer. Oh! Come on, Marauder. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if there's an Observer on me. I'm definitely not afraid to scan myself. Of course, perhaps not ideal, but also it seems like he's got something going on over there. So I'm actually gonna reroute some of my units here. I got like 2 Marauders chilling over there. Here you just want to target probes if possible, and then what I might even do is actually just take 2 medevacs from here so that this has some HP retention. So this is what I mean. Map vision and army is very important. Like I said, the biggest downside about it is, you know, some sort of splash damage, like cooking you. Maybe even like a warp prism or something sneaking in. I feel like I have good map vision all around, and I'm doing a good job playing around that. So his army's pretty small. Yeah, his army is pretty small there, so I kind of figured there was some. Just chilling over here. I'm gonna rotate up top. And while that's kind of distracting, I'm going to collapse on this now, and I'm going to rotate with my main army. And then we can sneak these in there, because he's gonna send his army up top now, the bottom half of it. And also, don't be afraid to scan ahead, for real. Like, it's totally okay for the sake of knowing where his army movement and location is. Sorry, I'm trying to save these ghosts. Also, you don't want to use that many EMPs, actually. Probably could have used less EMPs here. We got 3 armor. Also, you don't want to load into like your most damaged medevac. I see he's taking that base, so I'm gonna switch my, or send a drop down there. I got this Liberator kind of chilling there to add some extra harassment. Of course, you know, more mines. And then once 3-3 is done, and although I haven't been building Liberators or anything like that, at some point I will need some kind of air unit, whether it's Vikings, Liberators. So I'm building the upgrade regardless. I have the money. And I want to prepare for that ahead of time in this situation where I have to play that, you know? And then here, I kind of want to split up the mines a bit. Okay. Alright, now Immortals are good. As to how good they are, we'll see it right now. Okay, so it seems like that was a really good fight. And there you go, GG's. So, pretty straightforward game. I don't really think I like the way he played. I think he really needed some splash damage, and even adding just some High Templar I think would have been very nice. But good army movement, good map presence, vision, no particularly bad trade, and we were pretty consistent with the aggression. So that was really straightforward TVP, and that'll conclude this episode of Mind of Migs. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back with another video soon. Deuces.